Namaskar, greetings and gratitude. I welcome you all to another inspirational Star Talks. This time it is episode number 128. And with me on the hot seat is Nadia Coach. How are you, ma'am?
Very good. Good evening, Preeti. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nadia Coach is a quantum mindset coach, Akashic record reader, hospitality professional, heartfulness trainer. This is so wonderful. I'm so curious to know what is heartfulness trainer, ma'am?
So, I am a meditation coach as well. That is where I help people embark on the journey of meditation. Heartfulness is an organization. We offer our services for free around the globe. We are a global organization established in 160 countries. So, we
Okay,
help people to get onto the journey of peace, heart happiness, and inner connect.
that's so nice, so nice.
Thorough hospitality professional. So I was
Okay,
working with the Intercontinental Group, if you know about them.
okay,
So my experience has been through and through in Britain. So that is where I was based in London, shuttling between Scotland and London. So I was
okay,
working with them, Holiday Inns, Intercontinental, Crown Plaza. These are
okay.
the hotels.
All right, all right. So that hospitality professional and
Yes.
heartfulness trainer is different,
Yes.
obviously. Yeah,
Yes.
great, great. So you're an all-rounder. I have come across your beliefs. One, it says, true leadership isn't about preservation of monuments, it's about preservation of meaning. Please let us know about it.
Yeah, well, this belief I formed very early on, when I was a thorough corporate. I was a thorough corporate for 22 years. I was working with this in with the structure, and I was on various leadership roles. My last stint was as a CEO with a company, not with IHG, but with another company. I was a CEO. So
Okay.
that was like a dream job anyone can dream of, and things were flowing very well. All was very good, but slowly my heart, it had so many questions coming to me all the time. So when I used to question a lot about preservation, about for the things, because in the hotel which I was working in, and my
Okay.
office used to be in Scotland, it was
Hmm.
300 years. So
Okay.
very well preserved it was. It was a Victorian building converted into hotels. If you have been to United Kingdom, you will know there are a lot of many A listed, B listed buildings. So
Okay.
it was preserved very well. But
Hmm.
it is not only limited to, I think, not limited only to the buildings. It
Hmm.
includes the titles, institutions, personal reputations, and the glories, etc. Everything you can put in, and we
Yeah.
try to preserve it all the time. So, but when I embarked on the journey of my own self, I started questioning these structures around me.
Okay.
So, and I wanted to know what is it that we really need to preserve, because who has traveled to Europe will know how very well preserved European monuments or structures are. No,
Hmm.
so my brief journey to the self says that human systems and the way of life is heavily focused on the superficial realities. So everything, these buildings and everything, these are superficial realities. It's not my core, no?
Yeah.
So it is like trying to preserve the fruit skin, and the fruit flesh is already rotten. That is how I started feeling. Because
Okay.
what was the spirit and the soul of that place were the moving humans, the staff, the people who used to come in. And many times the heritage is being preserved, but the soul is either lost because the staff is either sick, they are not very happy in their workspaces. So these questions, they started coming up in me. So a true
Okay.
leader is always the one who preserves the soul. This is what my learning was. And true leadership, therefore, is not about being remembered in the stone or in that plaque where you say,
Hmm.
you've opened this hotel on this day. but being
Yeah.
remembered in consciousness or culture and continuity of purpose. And
Okay.
here I will like to refer to someone who has left a mark on my life, and that is Mr. Ratan Tata.
Okay.
So I just had a brief indirect contact with him, and a lot many learnings have been coming from him in my
Mm-hmm.
early on in my days. When I started working, how you should be preserving the
Okay.
soul of the people who work in those institutions, not to carry the legacy or in the buildings and all these things. So this is what
Mm-hmm.
I think needs to be preserved more than the monuments.
Rightly said. Wonderful. Correct. Correct, ma'am. And, ma'am, when we lower collective stress, we don't just heal performance, we heal people. Interesting. Please tell us about it.
Funny enough, yesterday only I wrote a blog on my LinkedIn articles, and it was referring to the collective stress.
Uh-huh.
So, as by now, I'm an Akashic record reader and a quantum mindset coach, and people come to me for seeking answers. So, in
Mm-hmm.
that blog I have written, there was a young lady, she approached me, she was from Ukraine, and we all know
Okay.
what is happening in Ukraine and how
Mm-hmm.
things are unfolding in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
But when she came to see me, she was seeking some healing, immediate healing that I can support her through some process or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, looking at her, it was very much evident. She was in a lot of stress. Anxiety was overboard. She was not able to sit. She was just simply shaking. She had lost her family members through the war. This is a
Okay.
recent episode which I'm narrating to you.
Mm-hmm.
And even before she could sit any further with me, she got a call. Her father was in hospital, so she had to rush. So she
Okay.
went away. But then my mind started throwing thoughts at me, and then I am thinking to myself, what is happening? How can I help her? And then I started thinking about stress. And
Mm-hmm.
for me, stress is basically a natural phenomenon. It is nothing that is external to us, but when tipped off the balance, it brings
Mm-hmm.
a burnout and all these things for us, breakdown for us, no anxiety for us.
Yeah.
So when in reality it is positive, and when it is temporary, it helps us to improve. Giving you an example, school exam. It's so easy,
Okay.
The kids, they go through the school exams, they have a period of break, and then they go into the better form of their own self.
Yeah.
But anything that is out of balance will wreak havoc on our system, because we have lost that fine balance of being a human. So recently, a study was done by an organization, and they said
Mm.
that current life is like we are living with a tiger sitting within our room.
Right,
So
right.
imagine if you have a tiger sitting in your room, how will you be?
Mm.
Why they
Absolutely.
say so? Because they say that all the time we are sitting with these small devices and looking at these devices and just looking that what is happening. The boss has mailed me. The numbers have gone down. The numbers have gone up. The stress from the collective world as well. That is also, so we are 24/7. We are living in this stress. And when stress is not healthy, it leads to breakdown and burnout. That is, for granted. I have seen, in those corporate years, I've seen that all the time.
Mm.
So now the only way out of is to consciously looking for the ways to de-stress and take a break.
Right.
But do we have that time for the break? When we are taking that break, many times
Mm.
people, they come to me and they say, we had a break, it was 2 days, but I was very busy with the family, household chores, I have to do everything. I have to do this, go for the school run, what not. So what is real in reality is happening? Are we really taking the break from the office only? But the homework which has to be done, or the school runs, they continue.
when you are doing it for your family, for your home, that is something really different. Maybe
Yes,
it may depend from person to person. Like for myself, I like doing it for my family, and that is the time I feel, yes, that's my break time, because uh,
yes.
other time I'm busy in my work.
But we have to be cognizant of our age, no, no, Preeti? We both are on of the same age bracket. Look at the younger girls today who are not having any support system. We are the people from the joint families. No, we
Correct.
always had those support systems behind us. People are living in like satellite families. This poor couple, they are working so much, and by the end of the week they are doing so much, so it is like continuous grueling stress that is taking a toll. So but nevertheless, to bring down the stress, I have done a YouTube video and it is free. There is no cost to it. You can, if you want to bring down that stress, I can share the
Okay.
link with you and you can forward it to your people around and they can
Definitely.
try to bring the stress down using that YouTube video. If you just sit with that video and get peace, just let it go, because at the end of the day, what are we rushing for? We all are humans, no? Trying to be better, trying to, tick boxes. This is done,
Yeah.
this is done, this is done. So
Right.
that is
Right.
what I feel.
Correct. Absolutely right. Yes, we have been blessed that we have been living in our joint families, and
Very true.
they have been our great support system, undoubtedly. Right. Correct. So, for listeners who are new to this world, just now you said, yes, I also introduced that you are Akashic record reader. So, how would you explain this in simple terms?
So, Akashic Records is nothing new. It is
Okay.
coming from the Vedic tradition. It is very, very old. It's a modality which is called to be the mother modality of all the healing modalities. And the way we are doing some interpretation, astrology, everything is in there. It is like an energetic database which is recording the soul's journey. For
Okay.
that matter, anything that has manifested on planet Earth will have a Akashic record attached to it. So by that, what do I mean? Even businesses, lands, cultures, history. So it's like a historical database. It is having all the answers, whatever you are seeking. It's like you can say in current times, Chat GPT. It has everything that you want from the past. It can bring you everything, every decision. So it is not only limited to the souls, it is from the souls to the bigger entities as well. I mean to say the mountain range and everything, you know. So every decision, every choice, every emotion for that particular soul is recorded in the Akashic records. So which shows us where it is it coming from, where is it heading to. So it is giving a lot of clarity when explored. Yes, and it is not limited to the past life as most people they presume that it is limited to the past life. It
Yeah.
gives you your soul blueprint. So as of now, I speak to you as Preeti. You know you're Preeti because your parents told you you are Preeti.
Right.
You started identifying yourself as an
Yeah.
Indian. It's whatever family you live in, whatever your culture is, whatever your religion is, everything is already given to you at the time of birth. What if
Correct.
I told you you are Salma, you are living in, I don't know, XYZ, wherever you are living in, and you don't belong here, you belong to Egypt, you are an Egyptian.
Okay.
So, you know, so now you are different. But that is a physical body we are speaking about. But two things have to come along when a baby is born, that is physical body and the soul self. So 50-50. Maths is easy, right? 50-50. What is the quality of the soul that entered the body? What is the blueprint it has brought in, because it is on its own journey of karmas and all these things. Many of
Okay.
us, we never explore that side of us, and we are looking for 100% happiness, contentment in our life by putting in only 50% of the physical person's effort, not considering the soul part of us, no?
Hmm.
So, Akashic Records is able to see what is the blueprint of the soul, which is not seen by any other modality. Where, how did you come here? What happened? You know you were born at any particular day, but that's a
Hmm.
physical body. What about the soul? When was it born? What happened in the God's mind? So they are so deep. This is a way of reading the soul's journey. So what are you doing right now? What choices you have had? Why you are here? And which way you will be going? It shows you come clearly about that. So that is about Akashic Records.
Okay. Nice. Interesting. Nice. So, what was your personal journey into becoming an Akashic Records reader, healer, and a quantum mindset coach?
Mhm. Well, my journey is long. I told you, you just asked me. I'm a hospitality professional and whatnot. But nevertheless, I was a born intuitive.
Okay.
And we all know in those days, TV was also not around. If you remember, we had the black and white TV even after we were born. No?
Right,
So
right.
I was a born intuitive, and it was considered to be a taboo in those times. If you will recollect, those times were not very good as taking somebody born as an intuitive, a baby born as an intuitive. My parents were lawyers, both of them were lawyers.
Okay.
So I had to, I had to be keeping it very discreet in what I was able to see. I was able to see beyond the physical realm.
Okay.
So this is who I was. So nevertheless, fast forward many years when I became an adult, then I moved to UK. And then
Mm-hmm.
environmental, I'll say the pressure, it eased off. There was no
Mm.
social conformity. I was living in a place where no one is looking at no one. No one knew me. So I
Okay.
started feeling and expressing more and more. I was more vocal about what I was seeing, what is
Mm-hmm.
around me, and I did not shy away from, okay, this is seen, this is seen. So this is a journey of an intuitive. So meanwhile, I was already exploring other sides of making money. So hospitality happened to me. So I was working with the hotels in European structures only, and I was traveling around the globe as well. Slowly, I started falling in love with hospitality, and I started loving the hotel life. Meeting people, greeting people, learning their story. It started showing me what are we. So I started realizing humans are humans, despite me being brown, them being white, somebody else being black. Humans are humans. Females had the same issues in their domestic lives. Men had to stand strong in the face of adversities, so they cannot cry. So I started questioning these human structures, and parallelly then my spirit guides, they started showing up. This is, I'm talking about more than 20 years ago. i
Okay.
I had a direct experience with the angels. If you know about
Okay.
angels, so I'm an angel worker. So
Mm-hmm.
this happened in Scotland again. So then the channels opened up, and when my exploration was picking up and up, then I received my master's. He showed up for me. That is my master in heartfulness, and he started guiding me. And then 20 years ago, I started meditating deeper and deeper. So today I've been meditating for 20 years, and it is an everyday practice. So I'll do it for some hours in the day. I love meditating, and this is who I am today. So I am a human who has been blessed with many learnings so in my life, and I started supporting my friends, team members, guiding them in their life, just showing them what I have to share on my learnings. So I was able to shift their mindset point to the point of bringing them to the right possibilities and taking them beyond their limited mindsets, so on and
Right.
so forth. In the process, I became a quantum mindset coach. So, Oh, it is. I say that human minds have created limitations for you. Otherwise, sky never had a limit. Sky is the limit is the saying. So
Yes.
I'm still trying to find one person who can show me where is the limit of the sky.
Right, 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 right. That's why they say sky is the limit, because there's no limit of the
Yes,
sky.
there is no
Right.
limit. How can we
Abs-
limit?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Can anyone access their Akashic records, or does it require some special training?
The good thing is everyone can access Akashic records. Everyone can access Akashic records, but not everyone is able to do it. That is a problem. Because
Okay.
there is a lot of noise within their own existence. This is what I will say. As I said earlier on, we said about stress. The stress is so high. I'm not tuned into my peaceful self, to my intuition, to my human potential, because intuition is a human potential. It is not that I've got it or something magical happened and someone gets it. For that matter, 8 billion people living on planet Earth, 8 billion people are capable of having intuition. But Akashic is using your intuition. And because of this, the blocks that are coming up, emotional swinging, mental noise, not connected to their self, ego involvement, no connection with their true self. So to some people it flows naturally, but the others they cannot go past beyond their self-limiting beliefs. And that becomes a challenge for them to access the Akashic records. So it is advisable to train with your own limitations to overcome your limitations if you want to access Akashic records. So the word Akashic has a lot of potential, not limited to the past lives only. I'll say that again. And if somebody is telling you Akashic records are limited to the past life, then they are doing the past life reading, not Akashic record reading.
Correct. Correct.
Yes.
Absolutely. What are some common misconceptions people have about the Akashic record?
Just now I spoke about it.
Yeah, that they all related to the past, right?
Yes, it is. So as I said, that Akashic record is a master record for some. We even do Akashic record reading for businesses, for land pieces. Sometimes we get people who are saying that there is a case which is going on in the. So there is so much about the galaxies, universes, concepts of science, why humanity was created. Maybe I'm touching a little bit on the further ends of the communication, but this is complexities of human existence, solutions to the human problems, healing modalities. The list is endless. But as it's just a money making gimmick now, people say it is a past life regression therapy kind of a thing. You can only look at your soul. So it is like limiting an ocean to a 5 ml or 1 ml glass. That is what people are doing. So there's a lot of misconception. Akashic is not a past life only. Yes, past life is part of it. Just a paragraph, because your soul among 8 billion people, Akashic is collective for all the humans, no?
Right.
So if you are not able to read all these things, then you're doing past life reading. Be very clear on this. You're not doing Akashic record reading. So all these learnings which you were saying and I'm sharing with you, they come from Akashic. I value all my learnings are coming from Akashic of how to be a human, a better human. So this is what Akashic record. And because of this connection to the Akashic, I started exploring the quantum realm. Sky
Okay.
is the limit. So that is how I started becoming because psychology was one of my subjects in my college days, and it was already part of me. Then I started integrating all my learnings, and I became a quantum mindset coach in the process.
Nice. Uh, if I may ask you, what's one simple practice listeners can do today to raise their awareness or their vibrations?
One simple practice. I'll give you a practice from your mindset. So if I have one sharing from my learnings in all these years, is that we all are humans and we are one. So I will like to explain this further. Let's presume an alien ship lands. We all know what is an alien, right? So they visit us, they visit the planet. So for them, we are just humans. They will fail to identify this is a male, this is a female, this is an Indian, American, Britisher, Hindu, Muslim, Christian. No, you are just a human. This, if you can just try to look at it from the perspective that I'm just a human, and uh, just forgive yourself for whatever you think you have wronged to in on your journey. There is no perfect definition of human. This is what I feel. So when I look at the flower bush, if you see, let's say there is a rose bush, so which flower is the perfect flower? All. No, you can't say this is a flower, this is not a flower.
Mm.
None
Yeah.
and all. It's a
Mm.
flower. It's a flower bush. Rose is a rose. Human is a human. So we have to go past the limited definition of being a human. A female body is assigned all these numbers 34, 24, 34. It's a flawed marketing concept. Fair skin is beautiful. Who says fair skin is beautiful? So people, they are trying to find happiness through
Mm.
the limited learnings they have had. We all
So,
are beautiful as we are. We are perfect humanity, and smile makes us even more beautiful, nothing more or less. So this is what, if something to raise your vibration is, be very happy in your skin. Be so happy in
mm.
your skin that others say, oh, what is up with you, you know. So this is what I will say. If you want to raise your vibration, please lift your soul. Be happy in your skin. You're wearing it for a very short time. Soon the days will be gone, and I'll also have to go gone. Nadia is also going. So be happy in
Yeah.
your skin and smile more. You will raise your vibration immediately.
Rightly said. Wonderful. Nice. I come to the last leg now of the part of the podcast, the rapid fire round. So, quickly, I will ask you a few questions. One belief people must release to transform their lives.
Because I was living in different countries, your body needs fixing. It's something is wrong with your body, nose job is needed, everything. I'll not say Botox is needed, nothing is needed, you're perfect.
Absolutely, absolutely. A book or a teacher that deeply influenced you.
So my teacher, that's I call him Master Kamlesh Patel. We call him Daji as well. And he wrote a book called Designing Destiny. This is contrary to the destiny and the fate is always fixed. It's designing. You are the designer of your destiny. It's a heartfulness way book. It's a recommended book for my friend.
All right. A daily ritual that you never skip.
Meditation. Never. I cannot imagine my life without meditation. And there is another ritual which I do, connecting with the nature, be that the sun, the sky. I love when the sun is touching my skin. And when I stand under the sky, if it is raining, I love to feel the rain. I feel the nature. That is one ritual. I do it every day.
All right. If I may know, for how long do you meditate?
So if I miss it today, so today I've done 4 hours, but not in the
Oh,
single go. Not in the single go. So we are limited by master to meditate only for 1 hour. So I've done it for 4 times now.
okay.
So 4 hours.
Nice. Very good. My last question to you. If the audience remembers only one thing from our conversation today, what should it be?
So there is this. I've given several thoughts on my LinkedIn page as well. I write as well a few essays, and I'm authoring a book as well now. And in that, I say, if I somebody can condition you to believe that you are, let's speak about me. Somebody conditioned me to believe I am Nadia, I'm an Indian, I'm a Hindu, I'm born in India. All these things, that shows that you are conditionable. Everyone is conditionable. That is showing us that humans have a potential to be conditioned, and that is what is happening through the schools. So if you work with a mindset code, they can also condition you to make you believe you life of dirt is not your reality. You can be rich, you can be happy, you are perfect, you are a human. So they can help you go beyond your limitations. So you can be conditioned to be powerful, unlimited, graceful, magnetic, sovereign. I don't know. Everything can be. You are conditionable being.
Wonderful, wonderful. This is so nice. I'm so happy that you came today to the Inspirational Star Talks. Thank you so much for coming and letting us know so many things. I mean, I was not even aware of all the Akashic readings and healer that you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. So happy that you are here.
Thank you, Preeti. Thank you for letting me speak to your audience. Much love and light to each one of the persons who are going to hear this, and much love and light to you as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm
Take care.
honored. Thanks. Bye. Thank you, my dear audience, for being with us in this wonderful conversation today. I will come back with another personality who has inspired so many lives. So, do not forget to hit on that subscribe button if you are listening to us for more such interesting discussions. Have a good day. Bye bye. Namaskar.